All right, here we go. Back in action here. All right, guys, we're back, and we're going. Sweet. Okay.
So we got, as you can see, we got the Namekian Ditto, but we got, I think, you got the overlay switched. Yeah. It's switched.
Oh, hey, look, we need to switch this overlay.
Yep.
Bam. Hold on.
So on the left side, we actually have Sean playing Namekian Slug, and on the right, we got Chad playing Namekian Piccolo. I know Chad is 2-2 right now. Not sure about Sean.
I think Sean is on the same. Sean's the same record as Chad. What?
Can we minimize that?
Yeah, let's minimize this.
All right.
All right, we're back up and running. Here we go.
Okay, so it looks like Sean leading off with a stare down. You can see Chad's hand pretty clearly there. Wallbreaker definitely going to be key in this matchup of two Namekian players. Lots of anger going around. Wallbreaker, of course, completely shuts off anger, which looks like to be what he's caring about. So now it's going to be Chad's, and probably a decent chance he leads off with the confrontation that he had in his hand, which is what he does. And very defensive hand here from Sean. His deck is overall pretty defensive. It seems to be more Dragon Ball focused, as Lord Slug focuses a lot. From what I've seen, he focuses on trying to get to level 4 and then just abusing level 4 ability to get a ball every turn. In addition to, like, you know, Dragon Clan, just drawing balls naturally, Dragon Radar, etc. Okay, so Chad took a card, did not exactly get to see what it was.
All right, guys, thank you so much for your patience. I apologize for any inconveniences that were had in the last match. We're back up and running now, and we will be able to continue on with the audio. Hopefully there won't be any problems with the audio. Moving on, you're listening to and watching, you're watching the Capsule Corp Gaming 1K event. It's being held today in Greenville, South Carolina at Next Gen Trading. Next Gen Trading was kind enough to host us here at Capsule Corp Gaming for our locals, and also they are hosting our tournament today. So we thank them very, very much. Today's matchup is Sean playing a Namekian Slug and Chad playing a Namekian Piccolo. So as CJ, who's our new commentator this round, has kindly pointed out, this is going to be a kind of a messed up little matchup here. A lot of rejuves. You have to play really, really smart here. So anyways, we'll have a lot of fun, and thanks for watching. Appreciate you sticking around with us, and we hope that you enjoy watching the match as well as the commentary.
Yep. I would say if any match is going to go to time, it's probably going to be this one because, like, excuse me, Namekian in itself has a habit of going to time, and we have two Namekian players here, so yeah. Certainly doesn't help that. So Sean, at the end of turn, or at the end of combat, excuse me, he pulls out Dragon Ball 6 through Slug's level 1. Sorry, excuse me. Very much so helps him just stay alive against any sort of stage damage that Chad would be throwing at him. And also gives him more stages to throw out his own energy attacks.
Yeah, so we definitely encourage you guys as part of the stream to continue to chat with us. We had to restart the entire stream, so apologize for any inconvenience there, anything that you were following up on. So please join us again. Start chatting away, comment, like, subscribe to this channel. We also run a YouTube channel on YouTube, Capsule Corp Gaming. Make sure you subscribe that. We're going to planning on putting up videos about once a week. Try to get more out if we can, and we hope that you enjoy it. We're also going to be hosting another tournament probably within the next couple months, so keep an eye on our Facebook page, Capsule Corp Gaming, posting up on Retro DBZ Facebook page. And hey, if you weren't able to make it out to this one, please, we encourage you to make it out to the next one.
All right, so it looks like Sean passed the turn, and it's now Chad's turn. It looks like Chad's entering combat. As you can see, Sean's got the good old standby Namekian Growth, one of the most versatile cards in Namekian, and was added in set 3 here. So Chad entered, and we are waiting for him to what did he play? It looks like he used Piccolo's level 1 power.
Yep.
And Sean responds with a stare down.
So what do we got here?
We got, looks like a hybrid defense,
Crushing Beam,
Focused Assault, and Namekian Energy Guard. So 2 blocks and 2 attacks. Focused Assault, not in the most useful state it'll ever be right now because there are no attached cards in play. And Focused Assault is, of course, costs 2 stages, does 4 cards, and you can destroy an attached card and make it do +3 cards. So it's really good answer to Wall Breaker, obviously. But also, of course, if your opponent has, for example, against Saiyan, they have Rescue, Strength Test, Vegeta's Anger, any of those stuff. It's just very good. Answers problem cards and does lots of damage while doing so.
We got the scoreboard out of the way. That way you guys can see a little bit more what the cards are up. Looks like we've got another. Chad has a growth up. So
Chad has Growth and Namekian Fusion. Very good because Slug typically a more physical-based style of Namekian, just the way he's built and designed. And Namekian Fusion lets you raise yourself up to max power stages, which is like, okay, I'll just eat a physical attack for free and then just heal it back up, no problem.
Yep.
And it looks like Sean is throwing down Time as Warrior's Tool, stopping the rest of Chad's attacks. This combat is what it looked like happened.
Yep. Not one that you wanted to have a time. Not a hand that you want to have timed.
Yeah. It was only 2 attacks, so like it wasn't like he had like a pair of onslaughts with multiple Dragon Balls in play. Getting that timed is definitely hurts.
Getting all the wall breakers out.
Yep. Devastating Blow, getting rid of Wall Breaker.
Yep.
As Slug, you do not want to get Wall Breakered, especially on level 1, because if you're sitting there with a Dragon Ball in play on level 1, your power does not do a whole lot towards helping you win the game.
All right. Just to encourage everyone, make sure you chat. Let us know if you have any questions, comments, etc. Feedback on audio issues. That has really helped up to this point. We definitely would love for you guys to be doing that for us as well. Just want to let you guys know also that this match is being recorded and will be uploaded along with audio on YouTube, our Capsule Corp Gaming website, or channel.
Yeah, YouTube channel.
All these different things, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Hard to keep track of sometimes.
So it looks like Sean has popped a good old Namekian overtime. I don't actually know if he remembered to rejuvenate a card, though. He did? Okay. I didn't see that. Because last time, when I last saw, the time was top card, but he apparently did. Gets an Onslaught. Not quite as good as it could be with 2 balls in hand, or 2 balls in play, excuse me. But if nothing else.
There's too many jokes to be made on that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to take advantage of it. Sorry.
But
go ahead, CJ.
If nothing else, it lets him rejuvenate his time, which is probably, I would imagine, the main reason he's getting it, just because time is so good that just getting it back into your deck is insanely powerful. Oh, but it doesn't look like that's quite going to get to happen. Excuse me. Alright, Chad's throwing down Focus Assault, it looks like. Or... Nope, he discarded it. It is now Sean's turn. I think. Maybe? Nope. Hard to tell exactly what's going on when you can't hear what they're saying, but that's okay. Oh, okay, Sean's turn. Alright, gets his own Namekian Fusion in play. Mostly, it doesn't have nearly as much It's not quite as important for Sean, I would say, simply because he doesn't have to pay stages for most of his attacks, where Chad does. And also, Chad won't be dealing as much of his damage as stages. So it's not really as important, but if nothing else, it still does let you draw a card and sometimes rejuvenate too. Certainly has its usefulness. Ooh, and then Sean plays Dragon Ball 4, getting rid of Chad's Namekian growth. Probably was just trying to save it till, I believe it's level 3 is when it lets you look for a styled card. Which, that effect is very, very good. Just gives Namekian even more card advantage, which is something Namekian already has plenty of. And it looks like Sean is entering. Leads off with Onslaught, and he does now have 2 balls in play, so gets to use it a second time this combat. Does a good old, looks like just 4 cards, I think. Not quite as familiar with Slug's power, so. Okay, so Chad went ahead and blocked with Namekian energy card, lets him shuffle the top and bottom of his discard pile. Which,
Get some anger out of it.
Yep, of course gets an anger out of it. And it's very good because a lot of Namekian's effects rejuvenate, which means you have a lot of access to the top of your discard pile, but stuff that goes there really early on you don't always have a chance to get to. But that's what Namekian Energy Shuffle does. Helps you get to the stuff that was discarded a long time ago. Namekian Right Throw. One of the few physical attacks that Namekian Piccolo actually plays on a regular basis, just because if you shuffle a Dragon Ball, you gain 3 anger off of it, which is a lot of anger. And it does a good old AT plus 3, which is, depending on the matchup, it could anywhere be from like just 3 or 4 stages. Sometimes if you're playing against like Wheelo and they're on level 1, it can be like 6 stages or 7 sometimes. Excuse me. Okay, so it looks like Sean used his Onslaught once again. Second use of that card. And it looks like Chad had a Dragon Ball get flipped to that, which is really big. Because now Chad, unless he steals Sean's Dragon Ball 4, he can't win through Dragon Ball Victory himself anymore, because his Ball 4 is now gone. So it certainly is entirely possible that Sean just cut off one of Chad's win conditions. And let's see, is Chad playing Information Gathering? It looks like Chad is not playing Information Gathering. Nope, he's not. So he doesn't. What Information Gathering does is, of course, it lets you get a Dragon Ball back out of your Banish Zone, put it onto the bottom of your deck, which is very good for the situation Chad's in right now, where he would very much like to be able to use that, but not in his deck, unfortunately. It's typically only useful against Black, because Black has multiple cards that banish cards from the top of your deck, namely Black Corruption. But also came up here in the Namekian mirror. So, let's see. We are waiting for somebody to take an action here. A lot of thought that goes into how exactly you want to sequence your plays.
Especially with this mirror match.
Oh, yeah. Because in a mirror match, a lot of your cards are going to be similar. So, like, one of the main, like, very few ways to gain a huge amount of advantage is just you got to sequence your stuff the best way you can. Looks like one of Chad's right throws gets banished for endurance. A little unfortunate just because right throw is such a useful card to just actually play. Which is one of the interesting thing about really powerful cards having endurance on them. It's because, like, sure, it does make the card better, but if you banish it for an endurance, especially in a Namekian deck where you have a lot of access to your discard pile, banishing it for endurance means you don't have access to it. It's just gone. So you have to really think about if that couple of damage is worth not having access to a really powerful card. So I would assume it is now Sean waving to the camera. What a guy. I believe it is Chad's turn right now. It doesn't look like Sean has any cards in hand. Okay, Chad looking through his discard pile, trying to just take stock of what he has, what's gone, what he can potentially rejuvenate back into his deck. And another powerful thing about a few Namekian cards that actually shuffle stuff into your deck, it means the stuff you've rejuvenated, which normally is on the bottom of your deck, it puts it like so it's actually within your deck and not just stuck at the bottom so that you can't reach it.
Yeah, Slug was very offensive in that combat. Seobin, thanks for commenting. Make sure that you do comment in the chat box here on Twitch. Also, we are live here on the Capsule Corp Gaming 1K event. We have about 20 minutes left in the round. About half the round has passed. And so we are we're about halfway through this one, and we'll see what happens. 21 minutes left.
Does that account for the time extension that future matches get, or?
No.
Okay, so yeah, potentially a little bit more here. There's no time extension? Oh, okay. I apologize.
No time extension on feature matches, unfortunately. Don't want to give these guys an undue advantage, seeing that they're still part of the main event.
Very true.
They're just being shown on screen here.
Okay, so still looks like it is Chad's turn here. We had some amount of action going on a little bit earlier, but did not quite see what it was, unfortunately. And Chad passes in rejuves, probably, I think. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on. When you look away for a little bit, stuff changes.
I wish I could see Chad's anger sword, find out and see how much anger he was actually at.
Yeah,
it's a bit difficult to be able to tell.
It looks like it is more than 0, I think. Just looking at the little edge of it, it looks like some of the...
We could ask him to move it over a little bit.
It does look like it's at least a little bit extended out. Oh, okay, and Sean's Ball 3 gets banished. So now, neither player can win through Dragon Ball Victory without capturing the other's Dragon Balls.
Stare down.
Ooh, right throw and hybrid defense.
So 2, trying to find out what the anger is, and I got rid of that right throw. Keep him on 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't want him to go to 3. Huh.
He's probably just mostly concerned about like how just the sheer amount of anger that right throw is. 3 anger is so huge. Like even though Namekian or even though Piccolo's level 3 power isn't the greatest, it still means he's closer to winning through MPPV. So Sean taking a gander from Devastating Blow, banishing 3 cards from Chad's discard pile. One of them is going to be that right throw. Still looking at the other 2. Confrontation, another powerful card, lets you look at their hand, take their best card away from them. And Overtime, 3 very, very, very powerful cards.
Cool. Get rid of those banished.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Appreciate it. Looks like we can see his anger sword now.
Yes.
And that is an anger sword. That's not... yeah. Anger sword.
Anger sword. Angry sword.
Drew Ball 7. Mill 3.
It's already in play, though. Chad has it.
Oh, banish.
That means it would...
Another banishment, huh?
Well, if nothing else, I think you're just not allowed to play it, is what it is, but then he's going to...
If it's revealed.
But technically, well, I'm not sure how it works, because, like, he wouldn't... Uh-oh. Camera just got knocked a little bit.
Uh-oh. Really?
Looks like we can still see everything fine, though. Just a little
We'll
diagonal action. Yep, and now his ball 7 is gone, too. So that's 2 of Sean's balls gone. 2 of Sean's Dragon Balls, that is. A lot of little kid jokes you can make while this game's being played. Okay.
Ball
Sean's
one.
turn again. Ball one. Interesting thing about the Namekian Ditto is every time someone plays a Dragon Ball, both players destroy the top card of their deck. So, waiting for Sean to decide whether or not to enter. He does only have 3 cards, and I would guess that Chad... Maybe he didn't have another card in his hand. Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, he did. It was just off to the side.
Yeah, Chad likes putting his third card down on the table or off the table.
Off the table in some cases, yep.
So he doesn't keep it in hand.
Ooh, ball 2. Get him off of level 2. Very, very good. Because level 2 Piccolo is like one of the best just personality powers in the game. And getting him off that is very, very important. And it lowers him down to only 5 stages above 0, where I believe he was at or around max before.
Okay.
I think he milled for playing his ball too himself.
Yep. Yeah, it banishes when it hits the discard pile. Thanks, Sobin.
Okay.
So it's not when it's revealed.
Yeah, it's just when it hits the discard.
Yeah, if it's revealed during damage or something and it's in play already, then it would go to the banish pile. But if it's drawn into your hand or something, if you discard down to it, and it goes out into your hand, then it would be going to the banish zone. So thanks a lot, Sobin, for pointing that out.
Okay, so it looks like Chad is debating what to do with his turn here. Pretty sure we are not in combat.
No.
A lot of setups on the play, though, so the next combat that does happen is probably going to be pretty explosive. Because each player has access to 1 visiting the past. Chad has access to 2. So...
Flinch, Dragon Clan is out. The end combat card
making
is out.
Wish.
And looks like Chad busted both visiting the past. He pulls out a sphere.
Probably afraid of Namekian overtime, because that would make him destroy 3 cards in addition to all the other very good stuff that it does.
Yeah.
At least 3 cards. We don't know if Sean has the capability of capturing another Dragon Ball before that happens.
Is that ball 4 Sean's or Chad's?
It is Sean. I think it's... Is it Chad's? Yeah, it is Chad's, and Sean captured it. Both using relatively dark sleeves, so it's a little difficult to tell, but...
So Sean took Chad's ball 4.
Yep.
Got it. So it would be mill 4 if he had it.
Yeah, it would be mill 4 then, yep. Alright, so let's see what happens with this combat here.
All right, guys, we're down to about 14 minutes left in play. 14 minutes left in this. Sean playing Namekian Slug, Chad playing a Namekian Piccolo. Sean's on your left in the orange shirt. Chad's on your right in the black shirt. You're watching the Capsule Corp Gaming 1K event being held here at Next Gen Trading in Greenville, South Carolina. Check us out on Facebook, Capsule Corp Gaming, Next Gen Trading. Also check us out on YouTube, Capsule Corp Gaming. Capsule Corp Gaming put out videos about once a week. Try to have more than 1 video a week as well. Very happy to be bringing you these streams live on Twitch. Every Saturday, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. we will also be live streaming Dragon Ball Z games. We're learning that this is lots and lots of fun, fairly easy to set up and do. So we'll be moving forward with this every week, Thursday, 7:30. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and hope that you enjoy watching our locals play Dragon Ball Z here on Twitch.
Okay, so Chad just played Namekian Maximum Will, which lets him destroy cards to lower Sean's anger, which he did. It looks like he destroyed 2 cards, and one of the cards he destroyed happened to be his own Dragon Ball 2, and since Sean has that in play, gets banished. So several balls banished on each side. And I would think just with that situation, not quite being able to see the sizes of life decks and whatnot, I would think Chad is in a little bit of an edge, I'd think, simply because his main personality has the ability to win through MPBV, which Lord Slug is not.
Yeah, Chad has 3 balls in this banish zone now.
Wow.
So, yeah, thanks for pointing that out, D. Purcell. Appreciate it, man. So, yeah, it's a matter of taking the other person's balls away from him. Really can't pull those out of your own deck now.
And since both players are Namekian, with each player having multiple balls gone, if one of, like, for example, currently Sean it's impossible for him to win through Dragon Balls because both of the balls that Chad has in play are ones that have already been banished by Sean. So he cannot steal both of them because of the Namekian Mastery, unless he has, like, a Fist Slam or some other card that lets him steal Dragon Balls that isn't a critical damage effect. It is certainly possible that this ends up coming down this time, though. Uh-oh.
It's a little bit better, I guess.
Yep. It's mostly just that it's diagonal. A little bit of misalignment. That's no big deal. We can still see everything going on, though. Okay, it looks like it is Sean's turn. Drawing his cards. Think. Oh, bother. Think. He declares. Okay. Here we go. More action. Starts it off with a Sagacious Strike. Is he going to choose? Looks like he is going to choose to...
Ball 2.
Yep.
Or ball 4. Got rid of Chad's board.
Yep. So it looks like that is Sean's ball 4, in fact.
Now
it
it
was,
is, yep.
Well, it was originally.
Now it's...
And now it's Sean's, yep. But yeah, gets rid of 2 very, very powerful setups from Chad's side of the board, so... Ooh, and Chad's going to pay what looks to maybe be his last stage, playing Namekian Onslaught.
See where Chad is on his anger.
I would say at least 3.
Is it
I
2
think
anger? 2 or 3 anger?
2. I think 3. I think. Slug's Regeneration. Ooh, Sphered. Very good. Heroic Sphere is very, very good in Piccolo, because in addition to stopping an event, you get to rejuve one, which gains you an anger. Very good card.
Chad lowered his anger 2. To raise it back up again.
Yep. Gain some stages from Namekian Forceful Block, I think
Get
is what it's
another
called.
anger.
Yep. Okay. Looks like Chad is thinking about how to proceed. He did manage to gain stages back with that block as well.
D. Purcell wants to know if Sean is running an information gathering.
I believe he is not. I believe I talked to him earlier in the day, and he said he was not. Nope. No information gathering on either side of the board. Yet another Fist Slam. Looks like he's using dice to keep track of both anger. Or just his anger, yeah. He has the mastery.
The dark dice is his anger.
Yep.
Looks like. I think he's at 4.
I think that's a 4.
Yeah.
I can't see it being any other number. And it looks like it's next to 5 as well, which would make sense because 4 is, in fact, right next to 5.
It's also next to 3.
Well, it looks more like a 5. Although 5 and 3 look pretty close, but we're just gonna assume it's 4. If we're gonna be wrong, we're gonna be wrong with glory.
Yeah, D. Purcell. I mean, it is a really, really good card. I don't know why people aren't running it. I mean,
what card?
Information gathering.
Yep. It's only really an issue against some decks, but when it is relevant, it can like change you from not being able to win to like winning. Ooh, he does have a fist smash. Face smash? I think it is face smash.
Fist.
Nope, face smash.
Face? Yeah.
Face smash, because he is smashing his face.
Face smash with my fist.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Third, is that the one where you
Yep,
can't
yep.
catch your Dragon Ball?
He did, in fact, banish a card for Endurance that says, when this is banished for Endurance, your Dragon Balls cannot be captured this combat. Certainly relevant right now. Because Chad would probably like to use... Well, he unfortunately, yeah, he would like to use level 2, but the only ball he could steal right now anyway is Dragon Ball 1. But that extra card of damage is still relevant. But and if he managed to use a second critical damage effect, ooh. Sean definitely wants to block this if he can, because then, okay, yep, he has a
And
block.
blocked. Great. We got 7 minutes left in this matchup, guys. 7 minutes.
But yeah, that would have been big if that had hit. Okay, Onslaught. Not quite as big that it hits, but still a very powerful card. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So it looks like Chad went ahead and used both instances of his Namekian Onslaught. Okay, discards. Banish it, or was it his power? It might have been.
He discarded DB1.
Yep, he did discard. Yep. Makes his opponent mill 2, and he gets to rejuve 2 as well, which is good because, you know, gains you anger and helps you die less. And as close to the end of the round as we are, it is... Oh, Chad won. Oh, wow, okay.
Well,
A little hard to see the deck size here, but yep, Chad takes it.
wow. There we go. Well, congratulations to Chad.
Chad, yep.
For winning.
I believe he advances to 3-2 now.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
There we go.
Uh-oh. Alright, so that looks like that will be it for our stream of, what was that, round 5? Yeah, round 5.
Yeah, round 5. Congratulations, Chad Scott, for the winner, running a Namekian Piccolo deck. It kind of stinks that we have a Namekian Piccolo winning, but
Yeah.
oh well.
I think it's better that it's still at least viable than it just instantly becoming terrible.
Yeah.
Because it's never any fun when a deck just gets shut out completely.
Yep. But absolutely, guys, thank you very much for watching. We are continuing on with this live stream of our Capsule Corp Gaming 1K. If you don't mind waiting for another 5-10 minutes or so, we're going to be waiting for everybody else to finish up and everything, going to our final pairings, and we will bring you that next match. In the meantime, hopefully we've got some music that you guys can enjoy, and we will be back quite shortly.